Today we're going to think about learning and how to make it as efficient and effective as possible. First thing you have to do is pay attention. So if information is going to be learnt, it needs to go into your brain. Then we need to think hard and make connections to information you already have in your brain so that it can stick. And then we need to practice and demonstrate your understanding so that it can not just stick in your brain, but stick in your brain for the long term, so in your long-term memory. So when we pay attention, what does that mean? First of all, you need to turn up on time. If you are late to your lesson, you will miss vital information and you may not know the purpose of the lesson. You also will disrupt others, including the teacher, which means that their brain space, the working memory that we need to learn, will be taken up by distractions. Turn up prepared to learn. This means bringing everything you need for your lesson. So if you have a classroom lesson, then it will be your technology, pens, pencils, calculators, exercise books. If it's an outside lesson, it might be all the necessary sport equipment you need for that lesson. But be prepared. Otherwise, you spend time using up your working memory thinking, do I have something? Do I have what I need? Can I borrow that from somebody else? And you're again disrupting other people and preventing them from paying attention. Make good choices about where you sit in the class, what you say in the class, distractions to yourself and to others. And make sure that you are using your technology appropriately. Your mobile phone will obviously be off and in your bag, but perhaps consider closing down all unnecessary tabs on your devices that might take away your attention from the important information that needs to enter your brain. And then you need to listen to the teacher and follow instructions so that you only need to hear things once. You're paying attention to what you need to do and you can get started efficiently and effectively. Once you've been paying attention, we now need to think hard and make connections in your brain. So your brain already has information in it, and for information to stick, you need to attach the new information to the information that's already in your brain. So when you're thinking hard, this means you're going to have to challenge yourself. And we can only learn by meeting something new. So challenge yourself by trying new things, trying out new facts, ideas, explanations, trying new skills. This is going to be hard. So be encouraged and persevere. Don't give up. Sometimes it takes us several attempts to learn a new fact or a new skill, and that's okay. That's why we're at school, to give you time to make those connections in your long-term memory. And to make sure those things stick in your long-term memory until you need to demonstrate them, maybe in an exam or later in life, you need to practice and you need to demonstrate that you are actually getting it by answering questions and participating in the lesson. So make sure in class that you are using your time well. You will be given opportunities to practice new information and skills, get started straight away and avoid distractions, maximize your time in the classroom so that whilst you have help from your peers and your teachers, you can use that help to learn things well. Include others in your learning. It is important to chat to your peers about what you're doing, what you're learning, making sense of it for yourselves and for your friends. You can help them and they can help you. And it's important to celebrate the success of yourself, but also of others. And this means that you should listen when other people are demonstrating their understanding, when they're answering questions in class. And if they get things right, or if they get things partially right, you can build on that success And then as a team, as a class together, you can all learn well and quickly and build those connections in your brain that will last until you need to show them in an exam. And remember at all times to act with integrity. And this means a whole heap of things, but things like honesty, be true to yourself, don't copy other people's work, make sure that when you are doing worksheets, that's your learning, that you're practicing, and when you're answering questions, that's your understanding that you are demonstrating. So always act with integrity when you are learning, so that it becomes your learning. And when you're sitting on your own in an exam, you will be able to demonstrate what you know. So these are our key points for learning in school, in class, and at home. Pay attention to the information coming in. Allow your working memory to have the maximum amount of space that it can have to learn. Think hard, make connections in your brain, build those schemas and networks of information so that you can hold on to those new facts and skills, and then practice, practice, practice so that you can demonstrate your understanding and show that you've learnt it, using feedback from your teachers and from your peers to improve where necessary.